Hey guys, come on in. Come on in. Getting set up here. Welcome to the live stream. Let's get the mic put on. And I'll go ahead and get logged on here on the computer. How's everybody doing? And we're almost there, guys. Thank you for bearing with me. Let's see who we've got in the chat. All right, Jim Thompson's here. Hey, Jim, how are you, man? How's it going in North Carolina? A little chilly this evening? It is here in Central Florida. Hey, what's going on, Hedelman, BC? Does BC stand for British Columbia? Yeah, hey, Bobby, everything is okay, man. I am, okay, so in my real life. Hey, Freedom Stacker, man, thanks for the 5 spot right off the bat. Freedom Stacker, you the man. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and type that in. Freedom Stacker. British Columbia is beautiful, man. I've been up to... Hey, Clean Money, what's going on? Great videos lately, Clean Money. I apologize, I'm way behind on comments. I'm behind on gold and silver in general. I'll talk about that a little bit as we get a few more people in the stream. But thanks for stopping in, man. Really appreciate it. And congrats on that million views, by the way. And Hedelman, BC, yeah, I've been to Vancouver, spent like 3 days there. That's it. That's my experience in British Columbia, but absolutely gorgeous. And I was there in February, so it was still pretty cold. Yeah, anyways, that's my story. Hey, Pastor Mo, how's it going? We got a moderator in the house. Welcome, Pastor Mo. Thank you for being here. Also, Pastor Mo, thank you for working with me, man. I really appreciate it. I've been kind of under the weather and then busy with work, and then my family was sick. And anyways, we're trying to get back on our feet here. But it is taking some time because it is near the end of the year. Actually, the end of this week is the end of the fiscal year for my job. And let's just say that I am, I manage money, okay? If that makes sense. So I am a money manager in a way, in a sense. I don't manage investment portfolios. I manage projects in a way. And I have a lot of it that I am responsible for. And other people are responsible for, and I'm responsible for them. And so, long story short, this time of year is hectic and chaotic. And then you throw, throw this in, throw supply chain disruptions and workforce shortages into the mix. And it's been a busy time. So thank you all for bearing with me. So let's keep up with the chat here. It's snowing in British. Wow, that's awesome. I wish I could see some snow and. Maybe there's a chance, after the new year we'll get somewhere, but we're pretty much going to be stuck here in Florida through the holidays. And you know what? Let me turn this light off and see if that's any better there on the stack. Does that... Hold on. Let me turn it back on, but reduce the brightness and see if maybe you can... It feels like the lighting was really messing with the coins. Let's see what we've got going on. HD Dino Riders in the house, too. We got both our moderators here. Thank you so much for being here, buddy. Guido Stacking, you won the jackpot last night on Guido Stacking's channel. First time in his stream. Over 20 ounces of silver. 20 ounces of silver? That's outstanding. Man, that's outstanding. Congratulations there, HD Dyna Lowrider. One of our great moderators here on the live stream. Owen Jones, hey, buddy, welcome. Shiny Dragon Stacking, hello, how are you? Good to see you guys all here. Hey, Cody, how's it going? Cody, are you coming out of Texas? Just based on the howdy there. I'm actually putting some socks on right now. It is 55 degrees in Central Florida, which to most of you is like, it's nothing. But for people that are used to wearing flip-flops all day, my feet are cold. So... yeah, I'm feeling better. My daughter is still sick. She's sick. So Princess Stacker is still not well. As a matter of fact, she supposed to have a dentist appointment this morning to get some cavities filled. That's never fun. And she woke up like 5 a.m. Just, she was sick yesterday and just probably worse today. So anyways, everyone else is doing pretty well, though. I really appreciate it. So thank you guys for your concerns. Old man Jenkins in the house. What's going on, buddy? You get any Libertads lately? Good day. Hey, Mando Dad Stacker. Are you coming from down under, buddy? North Carolina. Okay, awesome. My wife was born in North Carolina. We were just talking about that. We have some family up there in beautiful North Carolina. Wow, 20 degrees. Oh yeah, you're up way north. Didn't want to just shout out exactly where you're from, HD, because I do know that. I'm not sure that you make that public, but I know where you're from, and yeah, I imagine it's cold there. Clean Money Flow, what's your thoughts on palladium falling below 2K again? You think platinum might be able? Potentially, Clean Money. Potentially. The case for, I've said before that even though you hear about green energy frequently, green energy is the future, right? And I do believe in that. I'm not anti-fossil fuels by any means, don't get me wrong. I have gas-powered vehicle. I don't have any electric-powered vehicle, and I probably won't have electric-powered vehicles. But the point is that other people are, and they are gaining in popularity, but it's still going to take a long time. And so getting to the point, diesel-powered cars are everywhere in Europe, Russia, and when you get into Southwest Asia, like we're not talking about like the Gulf states that are, rich Arab states like United Arab Emirates, Bahrain, Kuwait. But the rest of the Middle East is, really not that rich other than like, Saudi Arabia and those countries, right? And they drive a lot of diesel-powered cars, and diesel-powered cars require catalytic converters or, platinum. Platinum is in that. And so there's a future for diesel-powered cars manufactured and sold to places like, Europe, Africa, and Southwest Asia. It's going to be around for a long damn time. So, long story short, yeah, I think there's a long future for platinum. And then we also don't know what platinum's future uses are going to be. We know what silver has, a lot of uses, and the use case for silver is incredibly strong, as you know. Never mind the manipulation. That's a completely separate subject, right? But I don't have any palladium though, Clean Money. And to be honest with you, if I were more along the way on my gold stacking goals, I would probably consider buying some palladium. But because I bought my house last January and I sold 5 ounces of gold, and then I actually sold another ounce of gold for my wife's birthday to do an epic beach vacation for her 40th birthday. I'm behind. I still have gold and plenty of silver, but I'm behind. So I've got some gold stacking to do. And as a matter of fact, what I want to catch up with the chat, but once I get caught up with the chat, what I want to talk to you guys about is Black Friday. I got the AppMex alert. As a matter of fact, if one of the moderators can type the word AppMex, okay? Just AppMex in the chat, and that way when I'm reading down and catching up with the chat, I know exactly when to start talking about it again. Appreciate that, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and scroll up and catch up with the chat, but Black Friday is coming, and something like palladium or an ounce of gold or an ounce of platinum is on the radar, and we'll get there. Okay, so Freedom Stacker, all my heaters are on. I think it's getting cold tonight. Yeah, it is going to get cold. I need to go out and clean. Cheers, by the way, Freedom Stacker, with my, I've got the limited edition Bush beer. I have better beer, guys, I promise, but this stuff, you can get 18 of them for the price of 12 of the other stuff, and I have some other beer, but these are quick grabs, and they're not bad. So, cheers to you, Freedom Stacker. Yeah, if you're here in Florida, I got to get the fire pit cleaned out. Got to get the fire pit cleaned out. I ran a fire, I ran about a 12-hour fire maybe like 3 weeks ago in my fire. I got an outdoor fire pit, but I haven't really cleaned it out and, reset it. So I got to do that. And then we can have a, bonfire this weekend. It's supposed to stay kind of cool down here, which is nice for us. Metal's dropping today. Maybe there was an overreaction HD Dyno Lowrider on, the inflation numbers that came out, a week ago? However, with Biden nominating Jerome Powell again to the Fed, I think that had an influence. So it's probably an overreaction. Let's see what happens. It's just a buying opportunity. Yeah, booty's on, exactly. It is cold outside. Damn, 27 in North Carolina. Yeah, that's cold for North Carolina too. Old man Jenkins had to pause stacking for now. Wife is pregnant. Oh, congratulations with your first child. Due in late January, and we're getting ready in case she can't work anymore. Yeah, man. Congratulations there, old man Jenkins. And, you know, good luck. Been there, done that. Many of us have. You'll be fine. And ask questions, and happy to help. 47. Owen Jones, 47. That's a little chilly, too. Mando's in Perth, Australia. Yes, was in the Perth Mint yesterday. You lucky duck. Mando was in the Perth Mint yesterday. You know how jealous I am of that? That's awesome. I would love to visit the Perth Mint. It's on the bucket list. See if we can. I got to get the phone. The thing that holds the phone kind of is in the camera. Sorry about that, guys. Freedom Stacker says a scammer gave me your phone number today. Yeah. Yeah, it's not my real. It's not really my phone number. I wouldn't put that out there. They do that all the time. Carol Baskins down there with Carol Baskins. Butch, that's a good one, buddy. Platinum's awesome. Get a little bit weekly. Yeah, I have 1 ounce of platinum. I did have fractional platinum at one point. I actually sold quite a bit of it to the Platinum Beast of all fellas, and a few other folks in the community, and then I used those funds and got. I believe I got more silver. I can't remember, but I kind of moved in and out of metals a few times last year. Yeah, it is a beautiful coin. Clean Money, the Palladium Eagle is a beautiful coin. I love the design. It's one of the better, it's absolutely one of the better ones. Okay, AtMax. All right, so I see, I might have missed, if I missed your comment, I do apologize, but I see AtMax, so thank you guys. All right, so I got an email from AtMax, and I'm going to go ahead and pull up the AtMax website, and you guys can, if you're on a computer, you know, you can feel free to do the same thing if you want to. I'm going to have it up here on a different screen so I can keep track of the chat. Let me go ahead and move that up. And so they have some cyber deals, limited time Cyber Week deals going on right now. But be ready because Friday morning, I believe it is 7 o'clock Central Time, 8 o'clock in the morning, right? 8 a.m. East Coast time. That is when the Black Friday deals are going to emerge. And they have been known to have, things like Gold Eagles at spot, right? It's going to be a random date, but you could potentially, they don't advertise exactly what is going to be available, but I am going to be shopping for one of these, but a Buffalo. Preference is for the Buffalo. But either which way, I'll be shopping for 1 troy ounce of gold and also hopefully a ounce of platinum. And that is one of the reasons, so just getting caught up with the channel, one of the reasons you haven't seen a whole lot of, it's been a couple weeks since we've, videos kind of slowed down and stuff. First got real busy, got sick. Then my kids got sick again. This is actually the second time my kids have been sick. And then it's just been hectic, right? Trying to catch up in all regards of life. But I have been buying a little bit of silver. Actually, I will show you these Britannias right here in an upcoming video. So I do have a video that will be releasing tomorrow on, it's 5 more of the 2022. Let's go ahead and find the tube here. Silver Britannias. But namely, I am saving for this Black Friday deal because I'm trying to nab some heavy metal, right? So what are your thoughts on that? Happy to discuss, but keep an eye out. I believe it's 8 a.m. East Coast time, 9 a.m. Central time at Max. The deals are going to be limited, usually one per household on those really sweet deals, right? And then some of the other stuff, it's just until they run out. So be prepared. Hopefully you've got some cash saved up to take advantage. And this dip couldn't have come at a better time, right? Come on, guys. Let's cheer this dip. Let's see here. So, going to catch up with the chat. So we've got, wow, 10 cords cut and wood stove is hungry. Yeah, I bet 10 cords, huh, man? That's outstanding. Butch has his going now. Snapped up 50 ounces of number 47 maples today. Wow, 50 ounces of the silver maples. Gritty Festal, that's outstanding. Silver maples are great coins. Were those the 2021 maples, Gritty? Absolutely, old man Jenkins. If I can ever, answer any questions for you, I did, my wife and I do have two children, and we were about 30, 31 when we had our first. We were a little older than a lot of people for their first child, but you ever have any questions? So all done with axe and chainsaw. Outstanding, man. I'm glad you're done. Yeah, it's getting cold up there. A wood splitter. Yeah. Baby Yoda. Freedom Stacker. Baby Yoda. Was that a coin? I assume. Simon, you bought into the crypto ETF. Yeah, I still have some cryptocurrency. I don't have a whole lot of cryptocurrency. I've got some Ethereum, I have Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, a little bit of DOT, and some Doge, and then a little bit more ADA. But still, all in all, my portfolio of crypto, even though that sounds like a lot, trust me, it's not nearly what it was. When it comes to crypto, I'm Silver Britches, actually Clean Money, talked about this in a recent video of his. I've actually been using cash and investing in the Bitcoin mining stocks like Mara, Hut, uh, you know, um, Riot, and MicroStrategy, and I don't hold them long. I basically I just wait for crypto to Bitcoin in particular. I wait for it to do one of those crazy Ivans where it falls like 5 to 15% in a day, right? And when I see that fall, and I see that those mining stocks are really down, I start to average in, right? I buy 10, I buy 15, I buy 20, I watch, and I see that it's starting to come up. I buy, 25, 50, and now I'm, multiple thousands of dollars invested, and then I sell. And it's called swing trading. I sometimes day trade, but it's usually swing trading. And it's worked out quite well for me due to the volatility of Bitcoin and also the success. It's volatility and success. You want it to be volatile in the short term, but the long term going up, right? And in that situation, you can really take advantage of swing trading. And so I've been making some good cash doing that. Obviously, still stacking, and that is the primary focus for savings, right? For savings, gold and silver for me is economic protection. It's fun, it's engaging, it's like the best way to save, right? I mean, you get all these awesome coins and bars, and you get to look at it, you get to hold it, you can, I was showing some of it to my wife and my kids not too long back, and they're just like, whoa, holy crap! Like when I had the kids hold, hold a box of silver, and they were like, to feel that weight, right? And that's real wealth, and it's obviously something that we all enjoy, right? Too. So it's I'm in cryptocurrency to make cash quick, and I'm holding some of it right long term, right? A little bit long term, the bigger ones, but I'm more or less looking at the price swings in cryptocurrency and trying to capitalize on the bounce. And that's really it. And I do the same thing, guys. I do the same thing with silver. SLV, for instance. SLV, the ETF. I know it's paper, but I don't own my own business. Okay, full disclosure, I don't work for myself other than this YouTube channel. I work for someone else, and they pay me, and I have a 401k, and a good percentage of my check, goes into this, what's called a self-directed brokerage account, SDBA. And so I have this cash to invest, and because I follow the precious metals, as you know, I'm kind of in a little bit, I pay a little attention to the gold and silver market. Bottom line is I'm aware of the big drops, right? In silver especially, and silver being more volatile than gold is a better trade in the paper markets, in my opinion. Much better trade. Okay, because gold is so stable. What the hell? Why would you want to hold a whole lot of gold in paper? It just doesn't make sense. You get into the SLV, so you can make money, right? Make more cash, make more fiat, turn that fiat, or a percentage of it at least, into your stack. Other asset classes too, like I mentioned, I bought a house in January, sold one house, bought another house, but due to inflation and the housing shortage in our country, doesn't really seem like there's a housing shortage, but in a way there is. There was for a while, especially like anything nice in my area for like the last 2 years, it's gone like the day it hits the market. Starting to slow down a little bit now, but still the point is I didn't earn that cash, right? My house just got more valuable, and I just made my payment and took care of it, and it got a whole lot more valuable than what I paid for it. And then I took that equity, I applied it to a new one, and it's the same thing, okay? The same concept. You're taking some cash that you got aside, And trust me, when I have more gold and silver, I feel more comfortable to invest. All right. I go on like kind of, I steady state stack, right? I buy silver every week and I buy some fractional gold every month, a little, tenth, quarter ounce. And then every now and then I go on like a run where I grab a couple ounces of gold or I really stack hard, especially when prices are low, or I've got extra cash. Maybe it's, just past tax season. That's usually a good time for me to stack is like after taxes. Because I don't know about you, but tax season has gotten more scary for me the older I've gotten. Okay. And now that I, run this YouTube channel too, it's gotten even a little more scary for me because I have owed a couple of times. And when I was younger, when I was a young adult with a young family, you get that child tax credit and stuff. I always got a refund. Always. When I was a soldier, I always got a refund every year. And now that I'm not in the military, I'm retired and I'm getting that pension and I've got another paycheck plus YouTube income and stuff like that. I owe money on taxes and stuff like that. So when we get past tax season, that's a good time for me to kind of go hard on stacking. But also like to take that cash and try to, get a little bit more because buying something like platinum, I have a lot of other things I got to buy. I mean, let's just keep it real here for just a moment. I got 2 kids that need braces, okay? I, would really like to do some work to my car. I could really do, quite a few home improvements right now. There's always something that can be done. I mean, I've done a lot, but there's always more. There's furniture that could be upgraded. One of my kids really needs a new bedroom set. You guys get what I'm saying? Okay, even though I make what I consider to be a pretty decent living for a man my age, I've made good decisions to get here. It's not like it was given. Trust me. I was enlisted in the military. My dad was a mechanic. My mom, a substitute teacher, basically. I grew up in apartment complexes for a long time. So, I wasn't raised wealthy by any means. But I, joining the military was good for me. Got 2 college degrees doing that. And now I can, I do pretty well. Used to work with my hands a lot more than I do now. It's true. But it's just the point in my life now where it's gotten where I do a little bit more with my head than I do my hands these days. But regardless, I got a lot of things to pay for. So to justify going out and buying an ounce of platinum, I really got to plan for it. I really got to work hard. And I could really use extra cash, just like you, just like everybody else, right? So if I can score it big, make, a couple $100, $300, $400, $500 on a swing trade in some cryptocurrency stock, who the hell cares, right? Take that cash and go buy a quarter ounce of gold and take the, kids out, wife and kids out for dinner. Take them putt-putt golfing, and, go do something that you haven't done with your family or yourself, right? Go have a new experience with some extra cash. But with Black Friday coming up, I am focused on that. So we are going to be highly focused on these 2 things right here. I'm really hoping to try to grab another one of these and another one of these. Okay, so those are really big purchases, obviously, and not easy to do. So some planning had to be done and some saving, obviously, and so stay tuned. We'll get to that. Okay, so I'm going to catch back up with the chat. Let me go scroll back up because I go on these, freaking benders. All right. Yeah, 50 ounces is a good score, Butch. Congrats once more on those Maple Leafs, buddy. Dwayne, hey man, good day. How are you? Those are 2022s. Oh, 2021s. You were saying, yes, sir. I got you. The Maple Leafs, gritty. Yeah, those were the 2021 Maples. The ones, those Britannias here, I'll show you in the video. I mean, I'll show them to you now. I don't give a shit. But, I'll do a video. I have a video dropping of them tomorrow. And those are the 2022s. 13-year-old HD, yeah. Yeah, babies are easy. Yeah, it gets that's true. Old Man Jenkins, it's true. The older they get, it can get harder. It's the transition. Freedom Stacker says yes, the new Star Wars coin. Man, I haven't really been paying much attention to it. Guys like the Stacking Stormtrooper, what is it, Empire Precious Metals, they do a good job covering all those collectible coins. Clean Money does too, to an extent. He does. I think he's, he likes to buy and sell too, some of that stuff. But I haven't really kept up too much with like the Tuvalu coins and some of the other newer stuff. I've been more focused on, honestly, just building a stack. these last couple of years, and I think we're going to keep doing that for at least another year and a half at least, depending on prices, obviously. And if prices stay around about the same for silver and gold for the next year and a half, 2 years, I think we're going to hit a lot of those what I consider to be goals, my goals, as far as like how much weight in silver and how much gold, weight in gold, that I'd like to have as like that kind of like I can consider myself to have like built up a pretty good buffer against whatever the hell could happen. Then at that time, because it's just the way I roll, I'll start getting more into that collectible stuff for sure. And I want to get into like pre-33 gold. Maybe start filling some albums with some Mercury dimes and half dollars and collect, right? Collect some stuff and get the kids more into it because then I'll have that stack, right? I'll have my pot full of gold, so to speak. And I'll still stack. It's just I'll be more selective in what I stack. I won't be just buying generic rounds because I can. I'll have enough of them already. I probably won't be buying junk silver. I'll be buying collectible pre-64 silver coins and stuff like that. I get in maybe into Peace and Morgans. That's just kind of how I look at it, guys. I'm still young. I'm in my young 40s. Still got bills. Kind of touched on that. And I got to get this stack up and get my 401k and my IRA and honestly, my guns and ammo. That's another thing. I've got work to do there. I have some land that I'd like to acquire. There's just so much stuff to get, right? And only so much fiat currency. So I got to kind of just stick to the plan, because if I get too scattered out, guys, if I get carried away and with trying to do too much, then you're just going to get stressed out. You're going to be spinning your wheels. It's not going to feel like you're getting anywhere. So I've got to keep on the stack for now. Okay, so we've got Phil next to me in the P-Mint asked for 2 kilo bars due to the dip. I asked if he wanted to talk silver, so we had beers across the road after. That's awesome. Perth Mint, once more, Mando Dad Stacker. That is awesome. Congratulations on your day. That's really cool. Old Man Jenkins made a nice 200 from the Shiba Inu crypto. Yeah, I didn't get into that one, Old Man Jenkins. I kind of missed the boat on that. The other dog coin, I did get into the Doge and it burned. I got burned on the Doge, truth be told. That's kind of what really kind of put a sour taste in my mouth with the crypto. I was doing so well up until about May. I was really crushing it, and then it got pretty hectic after that. It's always a surprise when you run into another thinker. Yeah, that is true. Hey, Bob, what's going on? Or should I say Cobb? Hey, Cobb, good evening. How are you? How are things in the Pacific Northwest this evening? I mortgaged the family home and bought BTC at the top, says Broke Stacker. I hope you didn't go too far in. Pastor Mo, no, I don't have any fractional gold buffaloes. The chat just jumped on me. I'm going to skip back up here. Broke Stacker, I hope that's not 100% the case, because even though BTC is still pretty close to its all-time high, it's not too far off, right? About 10 grand off the top, which I guess some people would consider that far, but it's crazy, right? Hopefully you're doing all right. Yeah, the tax man does cometh, Clayton, and he's coming for me this time. Best part about being broke, no taxes. That is a good point, Broke Stacker. That is true. When I was broke myself, I didn't have to pay much in tax. Actually, I got a check back pretty much all the time. Yeah. Thanks, Freedom Stacker. Appreciate it, buddy. Yeah, Dale Stoner, I know, man. I know. I'm a little nervous. A little bit nervous because I stacked a lot with the cash I earned this year. Put a lot of it into the stack. So I will be working in QuickBooks and some other stuff trying to figure out my situation. And hopefully it won't be as bad as I think it is. Freedom Stacker, I'm not surprised by that at all. I really don't think... I think there's a lot of people in my line of work. There are people that are refusing to get the jab, and that is their choice, in my opinion. I mean, we all have our opinions, but the country I grew up in, that's the way things go. And so, anyways, I really feel for those that are in the crosshairs. Butch, yeah, my wife wants a golf cart. You want a four-wheeler? Yeah, my wife really wants a golf cart, and I really want her to have one too. It's just it would it would offer a lot for our family where we live. And they're not that cheap, right, for a fairly decent one. Bob, your youngest is 44. I am younger than your youngest then, Bob. Doug picked up a cool Crescent City Silver Bankster Justice coin today for $27. Congrats, Doug. That's a good price. Are you happy with the purchase? Yeah, Dale, you saw Doug on the Gold Chat? That's cool. I like when you guys see each other on other channels and you get to interact with one another. And it's such a great little community here that we've got. Got some of these BU Mercury dimes. Yeah, see, like BU Mercury dimes. Man, I want to get more into that once the stack is kind of where I need it to be. Yeah, collector coins are no-fly zone for this stacker. That's where I'm at right now. I do have some, Headleyman BC. I do have some collector coins. I'm not as staunch, perhaps, as you are with the stack, but it's not where I put a lot of time and attention. Yes, that's right, Freedom Stacker, 2008. And honestly, I believe Clean Money and I talked about this before, but I do think that if the U.S. Mint were to release fractional buffaloes like these fractional eagles here, let's go ahead and grab these. So we got a quarter. Hold on, let me go ahead and half. Let's get them in the right order here. Sorry about this, guys. Half, quarter, and then the 10th ounce. Let's get them in the actual picture. If they were to release these in the buffalo, I don't think people would buy as many eagles. Okay, at least, you know, it might take a couple of years, but I think sales for gold eagles would be on the decline year over year if they had a fractional buffalo. That's my opinion. But I would be buying mostly fractional buffaloes, and I imagine that quite a few in this community would do the same thing. Last loan you had, Butch, was for an 84 Ford F-150. My goodness, that's quite a long time ago, buddy. Congratulations to you. I have one. It's called a mortgage. VA has gone red and looking forward. Oh, Virginia. That's right, Clayton Cook. Virginia has gone. I thought you were talking about the Veterans Administration there for a minute. VA did flip. Yeah, that's right. I think we'll see more of that, Clayton Cook, as the next 2 years progress. Yeah, that is awesome about the tax. Here in Florida, Governor DeSantis just announced that him and the legislature, so that's basically the Florida State, House of Representatives and Senate, there is a bill that is going to be expedited and signed by the governor, which is going to offer $1 billion in tax credits on energy, primarily gas. And that's to try to offset the price at the pump that, we're all currently paying, which is now about 40% higher, 40 to 60%, depending on where you live, I guess higher than it was on election day, pretty much across the country. So that's good that some of these, governors and states are trying to do what they can to help us out to fight inflation. As we know, inflation's much higher than is being reported. I mean, my wife went out and bought some bacon, and, she bought a bunch of the Thanksgiving food on top of that. Bacon is just a case in point because bacon used to be pretty cheap, and bacon is not cheap anymore. Hell, nothing's cheap anymore. But have you noticed how expensive all the Thanksgiving stuff is this year? It's insane. So, it's just more important to do what we are doing, and that's continue to live a balanced financial lifestyle where you're able to enjoy your life, provide for yourself, and provide for your family, and that includes entertainment. I'm not trying to talk people into being like, Scrooge McDucks, right? And they're just hoarding, putting all their money into their coins and just hiding away someplace. I mean, if that's you, more power to you. But I think you'd be healthier if you had hobbies and interests, as well. So I just think it's important with inflation and all the bullshit with the lockdowns and stuff that we've had to go through, across the globe, that, we enjoy our hobby and we do what we can to prepare financially, but we also leave some cash out there to live a lifestyle and have some fun. So if you agree with that, can you guys do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button? We're sitting at 32 or 33 likes now, and I got 68 in the stream. If you guys can help me out, that'll bring in a lot more attention from those that are on YouTube that are not subscribed to the channel, or that perhaps are subscribed but didn't get a notification or something like that. It's how the whole algorithm thing works. I do appreciate that, really do. So we're going to catch up here. Neophyte Stacker, hey, welcome to the stream. Yeah, 2008 was the year. Gritty Festival, what's your goal as far as ounces, Florida Stacker guys? So I would, my kind of first gate is 1,000 ounces of silver and 25 ounces of gold. Those are kind of like gates, and I'm a way off. But when we get there, it's going to take some time. I'm much closer in the silver, obviously, than I am with the gold. But once I get more silver, stacked away at these lower prices, then I'll have a lot more time and resources freed up too to stack a lot more gold. But I am still stacking gold, obviously. I believe in gold. I believe in platinum too. I believe in them all. So around about 1,000 ounces. And ideally, I'm looking at, for that first 1,000 ounces, 500 in coins and rounds, right? So 500 ounces in the 1 ounce variety. And the rest of it split between 90% constitutional or junk silver and 10-ounce silver bars. I do have one 100-ounce silver bar, so we'll just say, one of that, of that 1,000, that 100-ounce silver bar is 10% of it. So we'll probably do 300 ounces in bars, 200 ounces in 90%, somewhere in that ballpark. 500 ounces in 1 ounce coins for my first 1,000 ounces of silver, and not just coins, but rounds too, guys. And then, I still want to complete a monster box of eagles, probably a monster box of maples at some point, or generic rounds. Who knows? We'll keep going. But that's that first gate. Let's get there, and then we'll talk about what the next step is, because I don't want to get too far ahead of myself, right? So, yeah, get that pre-33. Yeah, I'd like to get more pre-33, JD King. Yeah, Doug, I know you're an inspiration on those albums. Trust me. I'd like to start doing that too. I really would. Let's see. We've got. I'm trying to catch up, guys. Here. I'm going to focus on the chat. It's raining up there in Pacific Northwest, says Bob. Yeah, I'm not shocked. I lived in Puyallup, Washington for minus a trip to the Middle East for a year. So I guess I was only there 2 years, but I had a house there 3 years, and it rained quite a bit. Nice flip, Simon. Congratulations. Bubba, no, maybe I did. I'm behind on email. I'm way behind on email. I have a lot of email to catch up on, so I'll check it out. Kawasaki golf cart. Yeah, I'm looking at all kinds of different options, Butch. I haven't bought directly from the Royal Mint either, Simon, but I am signed up to do so, Simon. I just haven't done it yet. It's something I need to do. I would like to buy directly from the Royal Mint. Doug Ford says he's sending 4 lower grade semi-key Morgan dates in, I guess, for grading. Oh, okay. Yep. Yeah, Bob. I agree. Happy wife, happy life. Just joined up to you. 23 likes for you, my friend. Salute to you in the chat. Thank you, Thug Stacking. That's awesome. Thug Stacking. I'm not sure if I've seen you before, Thug Stacking. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for being here, buddy. Broke Stacker says he's filling 2 books. Morgan dollars ever mint. All the way to check back with me in 2040, and I'll let you know how it's going. Yeah, I'm going to turn the fan on in here, guys, real quick, so I had to get up. Yeah, 2040. Maybe the Florida Stacker will still be on YouTube in 2040. I don't know. We'll see. I bet you Salivate Metal will still be on YouTube in 2040. What do you guys think? You think Sal will still be around? Who would be on YouTube if there was? Who's going to be the last stacking channel left on YouTube? If you had to guess, who do you think it would be? I'm curious to know. Ready, go. I think it's Salivate Metal. Let's see if there's one I'm missing. Freedom Stacker says he tends to agree with you because when I get to where I'm buying ounces of gold and American gold, it would be the Buffalo and not the American Eagle. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to put that much cash into an ounce of gold, you might as well buy something that you like more than the other options, right? Absolutely. That's $2,000, $1,900, $2,000 for an ounce of gold. I mean, I'm not Bill Gates over here, and I know most of you guys aren't either. Bacon is harem. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry about that, buddy. We like the bacon here in this household, but I understand completely, and I respect your views. Let's see here. Hi, I'm a new stacker. This is from Samantha Epps. Hello, Samantha. I'm a new stacker and just purchased a second coin. Do you only purchase U.S. Mint coins? Also, can you recommend a book for beginners? Samantha, why don't you talk to Doug Ford in the chat? Why don't you ask Doug Ford? he's got a lot of experience. And Doug, if you can help her out on that, if you haven't already, on actually collecting. It sounds like you want to get into collecting, Samantha. As far as stacking is concerned, I would recommend you stick to the coin of your country, so American Silver Eagles, like these green capped coins here, and then also like generic silver rounds, stuff like this, like buffaloes, and those, just any 3/9 fine 1 ounce round, and those will do. And if you stick with those, and if the Eagles are too expensive, then there's nothing wrong with the Maple Leafs. You go with the Maple Leafs. That's actually a great option, especially for those that are just getting into stacking. So you got to invest in the people around you too. That's right, Butch. I have put a lot of money into my son's baseball equipment this year. I will tell you that. He's got a nice bat, a couple of nice gloves. It's too much. I probably did too much. Yeah, Freedom Stacker. I do like the Scrooge McDuck as well. I'm just saying, you got to get out and live life a little too. At least I think you do. Shout me out and I'll give you a like, Mr. Gadget. Well, Mr. Gadget, I don't actually know what your channel is about, so I'd have to check it out sometime. But thank you for joining the stream. Really appreciate it. And hope things are well in New York with you, sir. Broke Stacker said his newest investment strategy is to play it in the next year's World Series of Poker. It seems to me that you like to take risks, Broke Stacker, based on your Bitcoin comment, and now the World Series of Poker. Go get them, man. Go big or go home. Dale Stoner, Samantha, Red Book, apologies there. Doug Ford, yeah, Dale Stoner knows a lot about the coins too, and the collecting the albums and such, and slap coins. HD Download Lowrider, I mentioned I'm into the 2021 or any 1 ounce Platinum American Eagle, and then also Gold Buffalo, preferably a 2021. Thank you, Dale, appreciate that. Gritty, appreciate that as well. Thank you all for hitting the like button. It is algorithm food, it does help out, trust me, it does. And with me making a little bit less content these last couple of weeks, I could honestly use it. The channel's starting to go to sleep a little bit. 90%, I see you changed strategy. Yeah, HD, so I changed strategies because the conversations I was having with Aiden Coins, they were their prices, their premiums and stuff. He had no choice. He had to raise them. I was talking with him about what he's paying locally and his inventory, and I decided to kind of switch it up a little bit because I wanted to work on finishing up some tubes. We hadn't really been doing very many tubes for a while. And I thought it would be a good idea to just kind of, switch it up, right? I definitely will continue on. I think maybe January, February, we'll get back into the 90%. I'll buy a little bit between now and then, but, that's when we'll start like a structured way of adding 90% to the stack. Silver Forever will be the last man standing. Well, you know what, Silver Forever? I forgot about you, and that is probably the most fitting name for who will be the last stacking channel standing. And I think it could be you. That's true. So you and Salivate Metal. We got to vote for Yankee Stacking. We got to vote for International Stacker. All great stackers and stacking channels. Both of them are awesome channels. Florida Stacker Forever. Potentially, we'll see. 2 is 1. You think 2 is 1 will be stacking? Andre says 2 is 1 will be the last one stacking. I don't know about that. 2 is 1's more into gold, and I think that once he hits certain gold goals, I don't know. We'll see, but you could be right, sir. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, let's explore. Let's explore. I don't know. I can't really do it that well. I think some of the other guys out there can do the Sal voice pretty good. Perth Mint, man. Mando, that's awesome. Ashes, it's going all right, buddy. How are you doing? How are you? Freedom Stacker spends 300 to 500 every 2 weeks at my local coin shop, George. That's outstanding. Yeah, I am buying right now, guys, about 150. I'm buying about $150 worth of silver per week, roundabout. That's the budget. And 500 to 800 in additional stacking of gold or additional silver, basically. Maybe like a silver bar and a 1/4 ounce gold eagle. That's $800, really. I mean, when you think about it, on top of the $150 a week. Now, that's kind of roundabout what I've been doing. So we're doing about, gosh, 25 or so ounces of silver per month, and anywhere between a quarter ounce to maybe like 0.35 up to about a half ounce of gold. Not quite a half ounce. That's too far. But at least a quarter ounce, right? So I'm doing everything I can to put wealth into metals for my budget. That's about as much as I can do. That's stretching it pretty thin too, guys, with all the other expenditures I mentioned. Doug, thank you for helping out, Samantha. Hey, try again. Welcome. Sets are a great way to stay interested. Kooks, yeah, kooks are good. Kooks, eagles, yeah, absolutely. That's a Duke Nukem. That is a great suggestion right there. Start with the 86 Silver Eagle. Stack all the way up to the Type 2 2021. That's a great idea. Oh, the Potter Stackers. Hey, welcome from the UK. Stack copper pennies while you can still find them. They're going to be like junk silver someday soon. Yeah, that's a good point, Potter Stacker. That was an interesting point. Ashes, you need a great price for 90%. I haven't really been looking lately, but check out Ashes since you kind of joined the stream a little late. Earlier, we were talking about the Black Friday deals that will be coming up this Friday. AtMax said they're going to launch their Black Friday deals at, I believe it's 8 a.m. East Coast time, 9 a.m. Central. So, I would be on AtMax website. Hey guys, it could crash. It's crashed before, okay? Like the US Mint site, or it's timed out. And also, be prepared on the topic of AtMax and Black Friday. Be prepared if you're slow on the draw to add something that is very limited, or maybe like if they have an at spot deal, those go fast, guys, right? Come on, at spot. So you need to check out quick. All right, grab the outspot deal, check out, get the hell out of there with the outspot deal, go back to the website, order something else, okay? That's going to be around a little bit longer. But those one per household at spot deals, don't put one in your cart and then shop for the next 10, 20, 30 minutes on the website. Just learn from my experience, all right? That way you get what, you really wanted at spot, and then come back, do another order. All right? That's my advice to you. Okay, so we've got, let's see. We've turned 2 as 1 into a collector stacker on the Discord. Oh, okay. King Magpie Maples, I didn't know that. I haven't really talked with 2 as 1 personally in probably a couple of months. I see his videos and stuff, but I haven't spoken to him directly. So that's good to know. Interesting. Clayton Cook, that'd be sweet. That's kind of like a dream job, right? I always told my wife that if we won the lottery, I would like to become an entrepreneur and a philanthropist, right? And I'd like to do good deeds and give back to my community, and I'd also like to, be involved in precious metals and maybe have my own coin shop. I always envisioned having this place called the Bullion Bunker, which was kind of like an army themed coin shop and have like sandbags out front, like kind of go down into like a bunker, and it's just kind of like a veteran coin shop, place to come hang out with vets and bullion and all that kind of stuff. At least that's kind of like one of my dreams. I don't know if we'll ever get there, but that would be cool for me. So that would also be cool for Yankee, I imagine, if he bought Tim's shop. Nice. A roll of 58 Denver dimes, Bob. Good job. Nice grabs. King Magpie hasn't bought much gold lately. You're moving out of Cali in a week. Congratulations. King, where are you headed? Nevada? Arizona? I have heard quite a few people are leaving California these days. Samantha Epps, if you're sticking with just silver in general, then try to find a good LCS. Yeah, absolutely. Doug, that's great advice. You really need that relationship with your local coin shop, Samantha, because the problem is that in not too long, or not in the not too distant future, you're going to have a pretty good little stack. And you're going to want to be in network or in contact with the place where you can not only buy gold and silver at better prices, but also where you could sell if you needed to, and not have to worry about listing it on eBay or dealing with shipping and the possibility of it getting lost. It is so much better to have a relationship with your coin shop. Now, there are pros and cons of an LCS, and those are frequently discussed on my channel, other channels. You're not always going to, there's certain coins and bars, like for instance, the Royal Canadian Mint 10-ounce silver bar. It costs a little more to buy those, and I can sell them to someone in the community on my YouTube channel, online, for a pretty good premium and make a pretty good amount of cash, but you have to deal with that hassle. But if I were to sell that 10-ounce RCM silver bar to my local coin shop, I wouldn't get the same premium. He'd offer me the same price as any other generic 10-ounce silver bar. To him, a 10-ounce silver bar is a 10-ounce silver bar. And so that's not the place that I would probably look to sell a Royal Canadian Mint silver bar. Now, if I had generic silver bars, generic silver rounds, 90%, yeah, definitely. Even American Eagles at times. When there was a shortage earlier this year on American Silver Eagles, all the dealers were asking people to sell them to them. You guys remember, don't you? Those premiums on those ASEs went super high. Yeah, Bobby, that is the downside to ordering online is waiting. Aiden Coins, Hero Bullion, Liberty Coin, they do really pretty fast shipping, in my opinion. APMEX, of course. APMEX is really fast to ship, but you're paying for it. JM Bullion is, middle of the road. All the JM Bullion affiliated stuff, they can be quick, and sometimes they're not so quick. SD can be quick, but I've had experiences with SD Bullion where it just took forever. Like, forever, ever. Monument's pretty good. Monument metals, but not as quick as some of the others I've mentioned, in my experience. But you guys probably live in different parts of the country, and, your mileage will vary. That's true, Try Again. That is true. If it appeals to you, it appeals to others mostly. That is true. Do you think you could explain what an LCS is? I bet you guys have already explained that. Yeah, local coin shop. It is basically a business, just like any other business that primarily deals in gold and silver related stuff. So it may be strictly a coin shop, or it could be a jewelry store that is also a coin shop. Now, those exist as well. Hey, happy Thanksgiving, William Jelensky. Thank you, you too. Happy Thanksgiving to you all, by the way. I hope whether you're in the United States, up in Canada, South Africa, Australia, Great Britain, Germany, we have folks in this stream and on this channel that hail from many different places in the world. Regardless, happy Thanksgiving to you all. It's a time in the United States, if you're not familiar, where we give thanks for all of the many blessings that have been bestowed upon us, right? And I'm not going to dwell on it from a religious standpoint, because I just don't want to do that. So I respect you. I'm a religious person, but I don't talk about it much on the channel, just because I know how it can be a sticking point, right? Try to keep it mostly lighthearted and focused on a topic. But for me, it does mean quite a bit, and I appreciate you guys. Thank you all for being here. Look, you're spending time. You could be doing whatever it is that you could be. You could be on any other channel right now. You could be over there watching 2is1's awesome videos, or hanging out with Yankee Stacking, or catching up with the Coin Guy on Spectacular's channel, or perhaps getting the latest breaking news from the U.S. Mint, or the silver and gold markets from Salivate Metal, or learning all about U.S. Mint history with, somebody like, let's go with, oh man, why am I drawing a blank here? Oh man, come on, Silver Heist. I was like, gosh, I'm sitting there, Silver Heist. You got younger growing channels that are awesome, like Silver Forever and Ragtag Stacking. You got some classic big time stackers out there like the Silver Joker. I could go on, and if I missed anybody, it's not deliberate. But I will say that you have plenty of options. I give thanks to you for being here. I give thanks to you all for taking time out of your day to enjoy this hobby with me, and that's why I do it. The main reason that I started doing the YouTube stuff, guys, was sure as hell wasn't to earn any cash. That's nice now that I'm established, of course. It's nice to get a little, kickback right at the end of the month through YouTube. But the main reason that I started this stacking was because I was stacking, and I stumbled across, guys like Silver Torch. You guys remember Silver Torch? Man, that was a great channel. I don't think he's around anymore. They're also, Yankee and International Stacker, Sal, a lot of the channels that we already mentioned. And I saw how cool it was. I saw how focused those guys were, how fun, and I thought it would be a great way to interact with other stackers was to, start my own channel and figure it out, right? And basically I just popped out my phone, popped out some coins on the table, filmed it, excuse me, guys, edited as best I could, and I've learned how to edit along the way. I've gotten a lot better at editing. Yeah, 5150. There's a ton. I'm not trying to skip any of the great channels that are out there, trust me. And some of them have come and gone. Some of them have changed over time. Perhaps the channel's focus has changed somewhat, or perhaps the they're not making videos anymore or whatever. But regardless, the point is, thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. I'm super happy that you guys are here, and let's keep stacking together. Okay, and let's try to reach those goals. I've still got a long way to go. I have a long way to go. Got to keep stacking. So let's see here what's going on in the chat. Pirate Stacker. Pirate Stacker is a fun guy. Bob, I really like I actually have not checked out his channel in some time. I need to stop by Pirate Stacker's channel. He's not too far away from me either. I think he's about an hour north of me. Oklahoma, baby. Yeah, that's where AppMex is at. Your one item at spot Black Friday deal wouldn't be worth it due to the under $199 free shipping. Your 23 silver round will be 32 in a hurry. Did they already advertise that, Razor? Did they already advertise what the spot deal was going to be, and I missed that? I need to read the full email they sent me. 23 face is not bad, Ashes. It's not too bad. It's a little higher than you'd want to, historically you would want to pay, but it's not too bad. Gritty, yeah, 80% if you can get it cheaper. Yeah, HD, I've heard of Bunker Bullion. I actually have heard of them, but, he's actually got it going on, and mine's more of a pipe dream right now. Perhaps one day, that would be super cool. Free milk, Bobby, is that right? Yeah, Canadian silver definitely can come with milk. A lot of stuff is getting bought up fast, Doug. We're starting to see a little bit of an inventory issue with some silver. There's plenty of silver. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to confuse you guys. There's plenty of silver out. There's plenty of silver out there. It's just hard to get it to market, if that makes sense. It's the supply chain. Just look at it that way. Yeah, Bush. It's beer, man. My throat is really dry right now. It's actually getting harder to talk. So I'll probably be taking a couple more pauses and swinging some of this. Celtic Knot, I have had one issue with Liberty Coin. That's it, one. And it was a big issue. But other than that, they've been flawless. And the issue was with the shipping. It was with USPS. It wasn't really with Liberty Coin itself. Full disclosure. They just weren't very helpful, I should say. Back in, what was it? Christmas of 2019, guys. Christmas 2019. I had ordered a 1/4 ounce Queen's Beast, the Black Bull of Clarence, right? Remember let's find a 1/4 ounce Gold Eagle here. So I had ordered a 1/4 ounce Queen's Beast gold coin. It was shipped from Liberty Coin, and I received a notification that it was delivered from USPS. Okay? However, I go out to my mailbox, and there's no coin. And so there was nothing in the mailbox. So one of two things happened. Either the mailman kept it, or somebody swiped it out of my mailbox during the hour that between when I got the notification, because I wasn't exactly at the house at that time, and I didn't have a camera on the mailbox. So long story short, guys, the quarter ounce gold coin was stolen in transit, and unfortunately, there was no insurance on the coin at the time because in 2019, a quarter ounce gold coin was like $400. So it was under $500, and that's kind of Liberty Coin shipping policy. You get insurance at $500. You also get priority mail from them at $500. So $500 is, a roll of silver, 20 coins, 4 rounds. That's $500 today, right? So you get free, and a quarter ounce gold coin is going to be $500. But back then it wasn't. So yeah, I got screwed. Lost out on that one, and I know, by the way, it was a Christmas gift. It was my big gift from my wife. It was, $400. That's a pretty big gift, right? From your spouse for Christmas. That's what she got me, and I never got the coin. Really sucked, but I recovered, right? Lesson learned. However, I have had some other snafus with shipping from some of the other dealers, all of which have been resolved. But that one never was resolved. I had to eat it. I ate that $400. Well, technically my wife ate it. Really sucked. So yeah, let's catch up with the chat here. Liberty Coin is pretty good. They don't ship to P.O. boxes. Yeah, I imagine they don't. Liberty Coin is in Huntington Beach, California. HVAC, welcome to the chat, man. Good to see you, buddy. Ashley says my LCS wanted 24 times face. He drove an hour away, got 22 and a half. In New York, there's not many who will sell at what it should be sold at. Yeah, that is true. That is pretty much everywhere, Ashes. 90% is getting a lot harder to find. I've made a couple videos on that. Thank you, Silver Forever. I am thankful for you. By the way, buddy, I need to communicate with you, Silver Forever. If you're still in the stream, I want to check in with you, see how you're doing with that previous email that we had going on. And also, we need to do a collaboration video. Let's look to do a collab if you have the bandwidth to do so in and around the middle of December, if not the first of 2022. Kick off the new year with a collab with Silver Forever. Bobby Fisher, I remember my grandmother stopping by the banks on Friday and buying several rolls of $50. That's awesome, Bobby. That's a great memory. That is cool. Eric Taylor, what a roller coaster day for metal prices. Yes, it was. It was indeed. We've kind of touched on that already, Eric, but I am looking forward to a pullback in prices leading into the Black Friday sales. It just makes it a little bit cheaper because I have my eyes set on some bigger purchases this Friday. Don't forget, 9 a.m. Eastern, and I believe it's 8 o'clock Central Time. I don't want to misquote that time, so definitely get on APMEX's website between now and then. Go to APMEX.com. They have the best Black Friday deals. SD Bullion usually does decent. JM Bullion sucks historically on Black Friday. It's basically like their same weekly sales. Nothing different. They just slap a Black Friday label on it. And at least that's how it's been the last 3 years or so. We'll see what happens this year. Pastor Mo, thank you, sir. And God bless you and your family as well. Definitely happy Thanksgiving to all. Bullion Addicts in the house. What's going on, Bullion Addict? They are my favorite tubes too, Niles. Peter, I had to, as a new stacker, I experimented with a bunch of different tubes, trying to figure out where the best ones were. But I love how they say Silver Eagle. You know how nice it would be if Guard House would build a designated maple leaf tube. Now that would be dope. I wish they'd get on that. Ashes, I have not done the Guard House box challenge, but I do have a Guard House monster box for 500 1-ounce rounds or coins. And I have quite a bit of 90% silver, but I don't have the boxes. Right now I've got it in a tray. It's all in these, it's like, in the Guard House tubes now. These are some Franklins. And I've got it in a tray, and that tray is like loaded. And I like it that way. Let's see. Let's get back to this. The chat jumped on me again. I lose interest in channels that push the silver shortage narrative. Yeah, Doug, it's not really a silver shortage as far as silver itself, the metal. It's bullion products. It's retail. It's the new stuff. It's not so much silver in general. How did you guys get used to buying coins online? They're so expensive. I'm nervous to do so. This from Cedar. Well, I guess it depends on where you're from, Cedar. Here in the United States in Florida, it's pretty easy. There's a lot of good shops out there, very trustworthy. They've done millions and dollars of transactions and have great reviews. And they package it very well, and it's always shipped pretty discreetly. As mentioned, I did have one stolen at one point. I should have mentioned something, guys. There's something that I failed to mention, and it's an important fact, is that I had ordered my son. I'm doing this because I had ordered my son a hand strengthener, and it was showed delivered to my address as well as the coin. And neither of them were in the mailbox. So whoever took it, whether it be the postal service, maybe they missed it. I don't know what happened. They did a full investigation, came back with nothing. Basically, I was screwed. But it happened only once, and I have bought probably, well, I would say realistically, and you guys can go back to the beginning of the channel and see yourself if you wanted to, but at least $30,000 worth of gold and silver online in the last 3 years. And I would say that it's pretty safe. So, I mean, obviously, go with the reputable ones. Let's see, Freedom Stacker, he changed channel. I'm trying to catch up with all the different conversations going on in the chat, guys. Apologies. Yep, only buy from trusted sources, just like Doug Ford said, and shop around for the best deals. And obviously, where you live in the world, someone could probably give you a recommendation if you feel safe and secure enough to share where in the world you're at. Here on the stream, I guarantee. Well, I don't guarantee, but there is a strong chance that somebody will have a recommendation for you. 50 Beers, yeah, Silver Dragons is the biggest channel in our community. He could mention pretty much anything and it would get 10,000 views. But those are great. No knock on him. That's awesome. I need to do something like that similar, and it's not because, Yankee and International Stacking and some of those other stacker, have done them. A lot of guys have already done them or are working on them, but it's just because I'm a silver stacker, right? So it just kind of makes sense. Looks like the chat is frozen up on me here. I'm going to refresh on my computer. It's not going to interfere with the stream at all, but on my end, it looks like the internet connection has gone down. Let's see what's going on. All right, troubleshooting. Come on now, internet. All right, so I'm not able to see the stream right now, guys. Sorry about that. I'll keep working on it, but let's see if I can see the chat here on. Yeah, I can see your comments here on the phone. Let's go to live chat. All right, Andrew, thank you. Okay, so now I'm all the way at the bottom of the stream, guys. So I'll catch back up on the comments and when I get my internet back working here on the computer. Thank you for that, sir. I really appreciate that. I'm going to scroll up here on my actual phone. HD Dino Rider, you had a package lost too? That's unfortunate. Yeah, I hate that. Hey, thank McLipper CCC. Appreciate that, buddy. Really do. Thank you, sir. I am back, but guys, it is the holiday season and it's going to be very intermittent. All right, it's going to be very intermittent over the next couple of weeks until I can close out the fiscal year financially with my job. It's a big part of what I do. And then also Thanksgiving is this week. I still got a sick kid here at the house, and I am still catching up. So I will have a video for you guys tomorrow, absolutely. It's going to be these, Silver Britannias here. We'll look at them in detail. You've seen them before, but I do appreciate you guys stopping in to check it out. And we'll talk about the market a little bit. We'll also talk a little bit more about Black Friday. Because not everybody's going to see the stream, right? And I do try to get the message out. Obviously, yes, I'll be competing against some of my viewers, potentially for some of the products that I want to buy. But I don't give a shit. I want you guys to have the opportunity to add to your stack at a better price. I want all of us to do that here that support my channel, right? We're one big happy family. Let's refresh. See if we can get back on. Nah, I really can't. I can't. Okay, so we'll keep going with the phone, guys. Who do we got in the house? Salivate Metals in the house. Yeah, the gold bucks. Sal, happy to have you here. Happy Thanksgiving. We were just talking about Thanksgiving. Sal, I am behind on your channel too. I was telling everybody we've had a sickness here, and our kids were real sick. We had baseball, then we got sick again, and then also in my job, I am responsible for large buckets of money. I am in a sense a money manager, and it is the end of the fiscal year this week in my regular way that I make cash, and so I've been swamped. We had a question, Sal, since you're here. I'm going to put it out there in case someone hasn't already done it. But I said, which stacker in our stacking community will be the last channel standing? When they're all gone and there's just one left, who will it be? And I voted Salivate Metals. That's who I voted for. There were some others out there. There was Yankee Stacking's name was thrown in the hat. 2 is 1. International Stacker. I think I had a vote, maybe 2. And I saw a few other good names, but chances are, Sal, I think if, once the silver and gold, if I don't think once, because I think that we're only growing in size. Not only are we growing in size, right? More and more channels popping up, but there's much more interest, as you know, in the metals these days. I mean, you probably of all stacking channels in our community can see in your metrics changes in the market's general sense for the metals. And what I mean by that, Sal, and I'll throw it out this way, guys. Back in February of this year, during the silver squeeze, if you recall, I made roundabout 15 videos. And I don't do daily videos. I think, Sal, you do daily videos, or pretty close, sometimes more than daily. And I did about 15, right? So not quite the same number of videos. And I gained about 1,200 subscribers. Fast forward to the middle of the summer, pretty much the whole summer. Spot prices on the metals were in decline. Interest in silver especially was waning. Bitcoin and crypto were, exploding. And I was doing the same amount of work. I was doing 15 to 17 videos per month and gaining in the high 400s to low 600s subscribers per month. So you can see it got cut in half, even though I had a larger subscription base, and I also, was getting better, in my opinion. But the subscribers weren't coming, and that's because it sometimes it really doesn't matter what you do as a YouTube content creator as far as the message or what the clickbait title or the great subject, whatever it is. If the general sense of people out there is that silver and gold aren't performing, it just tends to be the way. When silver and gold are cheap, they're not interested. But when silver and gold are running up, all of a sudden you get all this new interest in the metals. And if that interest were ever to die out completely, Sal, I think you'd still be the last one. Cheers to you, buddy. I apologize for clearing my voice so much, guys. It's still got a little bit of a sore throat here. I am a long hauler. We got some long haulers in here. Yeah, we're getting. My daughter's the only one that's still really sick. Everyone else is pretty much recovery. Good and getting better, right? Okay, I'm going to try to get back onto the stream here because it's getting really hard to keep up with the chat on the phone. All right, we're back in. Yes, technical difficulties over. Let's get back to the chat. I am going to put a marker. I'm writing I'm back, so you guys will see that in the chat. I know that is where the chat kind of starts for me. I could scroll up, but I'm so far behind now, guys. I do apologize. Andrew Davis, thank you, sir. Really appreciate it. Hey, Nicholas Hingley, welcome. East Coast Prospecting, welcome. We also have Parcella 64. This is a great stream. Thanks. When should I add 90% to my stack? I would add it at any time. It's getting harder to find Parcella 64. It's getting harder to find. Maybe split it up, right? 1 week or one pay period by rounds or coins, 1 ounce variety. And then the next time pick up a little 90% and then figure out what works for you as far as a budget. And yeah, and stay consistent with it for a little while, and trust me, it's gonna stack up quick, and you're gonna have yourself a nice savings account in silver or gold, depending on what you're doing, or both. Yeah, the gold, Sal. I'm just now seeing your gold, your first messages here. Yeah, the gold bucks, gold backs. That's just for show. Yeah, I'm catching. I'm speed reading here, guys. If I sound quiet, it's because I'm speed reading, trying to catch up with you guys. Yes, thank you all for hitting the like button. As far as how low it'll go, Robert, gosh, not quite sure. Fed Chairman Powell's selection, I don't think was good for the metals. Sal, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm not quite sure why I would be growing faster than you. I don't know. I had a pretty good run there because I had a video, the one that I did on China and the next gold and silver crash. Man, that video got like 80,000 views, which was double what my previous most viewed video was. And because of that one video, and you know how this goes, Sal. Like the next 3 to 5 videos I released after that, they all did really well. Like when you look at your analytics, it was for like a 2 weeks straight. Every video I released was number 1 or number 2 of the last 10. For those that don't know, you can kind of track your video's performance, your metrics, and you can see how your videos are performing against other videos that you've done. So yeah, that was a great time period, and I jumped up from like the mid 12s all the way to the mid 14s like super quick, and it's slowing down again now. It's getting back to normal, but I'm good with that. I'm good with that because this is as much as I can handle right now. I don't know how some of you bigger guys do it. I've got a lot of work to do to catch up with the community, and you know how it is, Sal. The bigger you get. It's not just a hobby anymore. It's fun, but it's also an obligation because you have committed yourself to helping others, to the community, to you said you were going to do something. I'm going to stack this or I'm going to do that. Then you got to do your damn best to do it. And if you can't do it, then you got to try to make it right. And at least that's what I'm trying to do, and I know you would be too. Yeah, Sal is the godfather of the community, in my opinion. Yeah, machine parts. Yeah, Monument Metals ships most of their packages as bearings, and I do the same thing. When I've sent stuff out to people from the community or through eBay, if I sold something on eBay, yeah, I never label it as metals, of course. Yeah, Sal, some of the younger look what happened with 2 is 1, Sal. That guy right there, when I was sitting around 10,000, I think he was about 2,500. And now look at him. He's double. He's double where I'm at right now. And that's been the case with some of the others that are growing super fast. But I think 2 is 1 is probably the best example of how quick someone in this community can really skyrocket up. Now, it didn't hurt that he started with quite a few ounces of gold. And obviously a very good sense of things with his experience and time frame from when he's been stacking. He didn't start stacking and then create a YouTube channel. He'd been stacking for quite some time, and primarily in very nice gold coins. And there is a good following out there for gold. I'm more silver focused on this channel because that's what my budget really provides for, and my belief system right now aligns to both metals. And with silver being cheaper and more obtainable, just kind of got my eyes and goals set on getting that silver, as quickly as I can. Jamie Fox, as far as the best deals, usually APMEX does. Usually APMEX. Lead Fingers, you're probably right about that. It seems to me, Lead Fingers, that they've put themselves in a corner, haven't they? Damn, we have 100 likes now? Let me go ahead and hit this. I only see 95 likes. I see 95 likes on the stream. But I do appreciate you guys hitting the like button. It definitely helps out. Yeah, Bob from Calgary. I forgot about TD. Ragtag Stacking. I think he's over in Ontario, but he talks about TD and TD Bank and how they have their precious metal sales. But I would definitely be looking at at Max. Go there before Black Friday. The sales are going to start early in the morning, guys. So go there tonight, tomorrow. Make sure you read all up so you know exactly when to be there. All right. So we've got who we got. We have got Dennis. Dennis Bronzo, greeting from Massachusetts. Just discovered Florida Stacker recently. Liking it. Hey, Dennis. Well, I'm happy that you're here. Thank you, sir. Really appreciate you being here. Got plenty of videos. It's going to be a little slow for the next couple of weeks with the holidays and getting caught up from the family being sick and just work and all kinds of things kind of collided at once. But we've talked about that already quite a bit, so I won't go there again. But anyways, happy that you're here. Plenty of content, much more coming. 2022 is going to be really exciting here in the channel. We're sitting at 15,000 subscribers now, guys. The channel started on September 9th, 2019. So we went past 2 years this September. So we'll be coming up on our 3rd anniversary this September, and I'm hoping to be somewhere around 25,000 around that time. At least that's what I'm kind of shooting for. So if we can get 10,000 new friends next year, that would be awesome. But we'll see. No pressure. We're going to keep doing what we're doing regardless. I prefer coins over bars, and that's for fraud prevention as well as liquidity, as well as, and I'll touch on liquidity in a second. Fraud prevention, liquidity, and as well as, I just like personal preference coins. There's also tax implications when it comes to bars and coins, depending on what state in the country you live in, buddy. So that's why I also prefer coins, because coins have more favorable tax outcomes. Especially, you can even have them in IRAs and stuff like that. When I mean liquidity is what I mean is that certain bars in my state, coin shops have to hold, like namely silver bars. They have to hold for a period of time before they can sell them. It's the law because of theft. It's like a 2 month. I don't know if it's 2 months or 2 weeks. I got to look into it. But my local coin shops prefer to sell brand new silver bars. They like to buy silver bars directly from Asahi, Sunshine Mint, or some of the smaller generic silver mints. And they do that because they can sell those brand new generic silver bars without any issue, but buying and then reselling somebody's secondary market used silver bar. It could be perfect. Could be look just as new as anything straight from the mint, but you know the deal, right? The law is the law. These guys have businesses, licenses, and so maybe they bend it a little bit here and there. Not going to say I haven't seen that happen before, but that's another reason why I prefer coins over bars. All right, so we've got, what would you consider to be bargain prices for oof. Buddy, what is it, C Darbro 22? Apologies, man, but pre-33 is not my specialty area. Maybe somebody here in the stream can help you answer that question. Yeah, Sal, it takes a long time. I like USA gold coins too, but I do like Britannias, Libertads, and Maple Leafs. Ashes, it is hard, and that's why I like to have a couple different tubes going. Like, I mean, we got the Buffalo rounds, we got the Asahi rounds. We're doing Britannias. We've got, I still have a partial tube of some 2020 Eagles. We got the silver, the Morgans, right? Those look like glass, don't they? Beautiful. The silver rounds. It's the spice of life, silver is. Great variety. And, you can even throw in a little copper now and then, right? This was a gift from a subscriber to the channel. Actually, haven't seen. I don't want to say his name because he might be here in the stream, but it's been a while since I've seen him leave a comment, so I'm not sure that he's around anymore. But I got that in the mail probably like a year ago from a subscriber on the channel. Yes, that's right, Bob. Yep, Aiden does disguise their stuff. I haven't had any problems with Aiden. As a matter of fact, they ship really fast there. I'm actually looking to buy some earrings from Pierre. Okay, so Aiden Coins is actually a jewelry shop as well as a coin shop. So I'm trying to get some earrings for my wife for Christmas. Thank you very much, HD Dino Lowrider. You've been great to me too. You and Pastor Mo. Pastor Mo, I know I've said it before, but if I could get an address, or if you sent it to me, damn, I apologize. I need to get caught up with my email, but I'd like to definitely send my moderators something out here for Christmas. You guys are owed a Christmas present. Perhaps USA veteran. It's hard to say which way the medals will go. Yeah, absolutely, Sal. Thank you for stopping by. You're probably not here anymore, but if you do catch the replay, regardless, thank you, Sal, for stopping by. I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you for the likes, guys. Ooh, Ashes, it's hard to say, but as far as gold to silver ratio, anything north of 70 is more favorable for silver. Anything south of 70, so when we get into the 60s, silver's going to start getting more expensive, right? So the higher the number goes, it's better for silver, and the opposite for gold. Yeah, platinum. I'm looking to pick up another platinum eagle, man. I really want a platinum eagle. I see Amex has one right now. I'm looking at a 2021 platinum eagle for 1,114. All right, so that's still a pretty good premium, right? They have it marked off $20 from their regular price. I hope they have something better on Friday. So we'll see. Hey, thank you, Billy. Appreciate it, sir. Yeah, lead fingers. I totally agree. Hey, Michael. Welcome to the stream. Bobby, congrats, by the way, on hitting 40 ounces, dude. Yeah, absolutely. You don't need too many capsules. I have some capsule coins, and a lot of them I keep capsuled. I've told you this before. Like this tube of silver coins right here, all in capsules. These are all different coins and rounds, from all over the world, and it's a quick grab for my YouTube channel. I can grab. This is 20 ounces of silver. I can just lay these out on the table, and it's easy to film a video. And that way, I'm not always touching my silver. But as far as like stacking stuff, I keep it in the tubes. King Magpie has converted a lot of his silver to gold. I imagine that there will be a point in my life when I do the same thing. But I want silver. I've still got a lot of silver to buy. King Magpie. I've only been doing this a little more than 3 years now. So I'm still pretty new, right? Pretty new. You're welcome, USA veteran. And I'm a veteran as well from the USA, so we got that in common. I would say that I want to see silver make its next parabolic move. I think it's due another one here before too long. Even if it isn't, another decade, whatever, it'll happen. And when that happens, I will be ready, and I will take advantage, and the gold stack will grow. Bobby, I do with my 90%. I have it on a spreadsheet. But the rest of the stuff I don't. I use the AppMax tool somewhat, but I have a book. I have an actual handwritten book where I keep the true quantity, weight, type of coin round bar of the stack. I don't keep it all online. Tactical Truth, I think it had a lot to do with the Fed Chair Jerome Powell's selection to run the Fed for another 4 years as far as gold. But I'm sure there's more to it than that. When gold is down, you usually want to first look at real interest rates. So as a matter of fact, I will go do that now. I'm going to go take a look. I can't show you, but you'll just have to take my word for it here. I'm going to go to Google, and I'm going to type in real interest rates, and let's go to treasury.gov. Okay, so I'm on daily treasury yield curve, and I'm going to look at today's 10 and 30 year bonds. Okay, and this is what I'm trying to get to. Gold competes against bonds with the big financial institutions. Big financial institutions like banks, hedge funds, We're not talking stackers here, guys. We're talking big guys. Companies, right? They hold gold as a hedge. They hold it as a safe haven. They also hold it as like a staging area, like I do, and some of you, for other things to potentially use for land, in the future or whatever. When bonds begin to pay higher yields, stable bonds, so we're talking, government notes, 10, 30-year bonds, when they're paying a higher yield, that's not usually good for gold. Because as you know, gold doesn't pay any yield. Once you buy it and hold it, it's gold. It just sits there and looks pretty, right? So when interest rates rise, that tends to be real interest rates on the long-term government debt tends to be not so good for gold. So looking at it here, let's go to the beginning of the month. Okay, so in the beginning of the month, the real interest rate on a 10-year bond was negative 0.92%. Negative. You guys tracking? The interest rate on November 1st for a 10-year bond was negative 0.92. And it got down on the 15th, so the middle of the month, it was negative 1.13. So you saw the interest rates were actually going down, which is good for gold. It's good for gold, right? But now, that was the middle of the month. Now on the 23rd, we're back at negative 0.95, which means that we've clicked back now 0.2 percentage points since the 15th of November, which is bearish for gold. Okay, so with the selection of Jerome Powell to continue to lead the Fed and a strengthening, it's not strong. Guys, don't confuse my words here. I'm not saying it's strong. I'm just saying it's stronger than it was. Okay, but those things move gold. And in silver, let's go take a look at the DXY. I'm going back to Google, and I'm going to type in DXY index. Now, silver more so than gold moves on a strengthening or weakening dollar. Okay, silver is more exposed to the dollar. Now, gold is as well. Gold is influenced by the dollar, the greenback, right? Because both the dollar and gold are considered safe havens in a way. I hate saying that. But when you compare the dollar to other currencies, it's the petrodollar, right? You buy and sell commodities in dollars. You settle in dollars. And that's why countries, banks, rich people that live in foreign countries, they have dollars. Everybody has dollars. I was in the Middle East back in the late 90s, back before September 11th. I was in the Middle East, and they would prefer dollars over their national currency. I've been in parts of Europe, and namely Eastern Europe, where they would happily take dollars over the local currency. Dollars have always been looked at as a currency of strength. Okay, now we here in the United States see what's going on, we know, but the dollar in general is doing better than other currencies typically. But let's take a look. I'm going to look at the DXY index right now, and guys, honestly, I'm not paying attention to the chat because I'm off on another tangent, so I'll have to catch up. And then we'll close out the stream. So let's go to, I don't want to go to Market Watch because they want you to subscribe. And if you go there too many times, you know the deal. Okay, so looking at the DXY here on CNBC.com, quotes DXY, and we'll go 1 month. And yeah, okay. So back at the end of October, the DXY was around mid 93, so like 93.7 to 94, and now we're at 96.5, and it's been steadily increasing. And what that means is that the dollar is getting stronger as compared to other strong and well-known currencies like the euro, the yen, the pound, to name a few. Okay. So the dollar, in essence, is actually increasing in purchasing power over there. Okay, so you have to understand another thing about gold and the dollar. We talked about real interest rates and how when interest rates rise, it can be bad for gold, namely long-term government debt, secure debt, very safe debt. We're not talking like, CDs at your bank as much, or quick little corporate bonds and stuff like that, but long-term debt. As those interest rates rise, that's usually bearish for gold because gold doesn't pay a dividend, right? For the big banks, hedge funds, stuff like that. When it comes to the dollar, kind of the same thing applies. Now, here in the United States, we buy gold using the dollar. Duh, right? That's normal. But because gold is a commodity, it is valued in dollars on all of the world's global exchanges. When I was in not Saudi Arabia, when I was in Bahrain, I was at the souk in Manama, Bahrain, at the gold souk there, and they have the price of gold in dollars on the screen, and it's like scrolling, like a ticker symbol on CNBC or whatever. If you turn on the TV, Squawk Box or any of those, is the metals prices, gold, silver, all that stuff. It's a spot price, and it's in dollars. So when you're overseas, you're in these foreign countries, you have to convert your nation's currency into the equivalent value of dollars to purchase gold or silver, namely gold. Okay, let's focus on gold here. So if the dollar is gaining in value on your local currency, that means you now have to spend more of your yen, more of your pounds. It depends, right? Because each of the currencies does move differently against each other. But as a basket, when you blend them all together, the dollar is starting to show strength over other currencies right now, guys. And both increasing interest rates and a strengthening dollar are bearish for gold and silver. So hopefully that answers some of your questions. But the long-term outlook, this is short-term stuff here, guys. The long-term outlook is still great because the printing is still occurring, the debt ceiling is still rising, the population is growing, the industrial applications and cases for silver are growing. The rarity of gold is growing. Demand for jewelry in Asia is growing. There's all kinds of things that are growing. The outlook long-term for the metals looks great, but you do have to deal with those short-term and intermediate price fluctuations. And those are some things that drive the value of gold and silver more so than anything else. Is going to be interest rates and the dollar. And then, of course, lastly, the third big thing is just major economic news or world events like, a war or political scandal or a bank scandal or the stock market, crashing or cryptocurrency crash. Any of those things could have some type of impact on the metals markets as well. But hopefully you kind of picked up on the main drivers there. So I'm going to try to catch up with the stream, guys, and then my throat is getting really dry and sore, so we're gonna close it out after that. But let's catch up with the stream. Hey, we got 2is1 in the house. I don't know how long you've been here, buddy, but welcome. Happy to have you here. We were talking about how great your channel was just a little earlier ago. Hey, Freedom Stacker, thank you for the 5 spot again, man. I don't know how I missed it, but I do appreciate it. It's because I was looking at the dollar cost index and or the dollar index, and the interest rates, and got off on that tangent there. Yeah, junk silver is great to have, especially if you want or think you need to have a barter currency. Once more, it's not one size fits all. Everybody has different outlooks and opinions on silver and gold and their uses. We're not all buying and holding the metals for the same reasons. But if you feel like you need fractional silver, 90% is a great place to go. Yeah, I'm happy that the prices are crashing before Black Friday, Long Island Stacker. We talked about that because of the Black Friday deals that are coming up. Silver forever, yeah, man. I think it's a good choice. Platinum, if you don't have any platinum, no better time to buy it than when prices just kind of correct and also on the sales. Mando, yes, the world is completely different when it comes to taxing gold and silver. That is an outstanding policy down under then on precious metals. Here in the United States, there's 50 states, as you know, and each state has its own laws and own tax laws. There's federal taxes, and then there's state taxes, and the bureaucracy and all that kind of stuff gets involved. And so it's not one size fits all as far as taxes are concerned, really anywhere in the world. Bobby Fisher, if you have OCD like many of us do in the stacking community, just stick to maybe 2 or 3 different things. Like pick a coin, say maple leaves. All right, I'm going to stack 40 ounces of maples or 20 ounces of maples. Get yourself a tube of maples and don't do anything until you're done. And 90%, and maybe get yourself 1 10-ounce silver bar. Set a budget, set your goals on that, and see if it's what you like. But don't get too much variety can be bad, honestly, especially if you have to sell. Yeah, I know. I know lead fingers. It's the outlook for the metals. It's looking good because of the dumb decisions that we keep making. Thank you, Bobby. Appreciate that. Long Island Stacker. How old am I? I'm 41 years old. I'm 41 years old. Yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Mando Dad Stacker, you're an Aussie veteran. Awesome. I served with an Australian Air Commodore as my commanding officer in Afghanistan back in 2012. 2012. There was a U.S. Army one-star general officer commander who had a heart attack and died in Afghanistan at his desk, and it really sucked. And he was replaced by a one-star Australian Air Commodore. So, yeah, I worked with that guy, and then I worked with some of the Australian Army and Australian Navy. I actually flew on an Australian C-130 from Bagram Air Base to Kandahar, not Kandahar, Kabul, where you saw all the shit going down in Afghanistan, guys. I've talked about this before in the channel. Yeah, I was there. I was in Kabul, Afghanistan from October. Actually, I was there in September, but I went back to Germany for a month. Because I was there on what's called a torch party. It's a pre-deployment site survey. It's basically you go there, you check out the scenes, you meet with the unit you're replacing, spend some time there, figure out what the issues are, figure out, what manpower you're going to need to bring with you, what equipment you need to bring with you, get the facts. Okay, so I was in Afghanistan for that month, and then I was again there from October until July of the following year, roundabout, and right there at that airfield, every day, pretty much at that airfield. So when I saw all that stuff going on TV at Kabul with the evacuation and the gates, trust me, guys, I know that area quite well because I used to make trips out to the airport quite frequently. It was one of the duties of my section, the section that I led actually. So I'm happy to, if you guys ever want to know more about that, I'm happy to talk about it. But I know this is a gold and silver focused channel, so I don't want to get too far off point here. But yeah, let's see. So, Freedom Stacker, once more, thank you for that 5 spot. Disabled American veterans here who works for the Department of the Army. Thank you, Kara Meldiva, 1970. Appreciate that. Let's see, we got, I'm just now catching up to 2is1's first post, guys. I'm trying to speed read here. Jamie Fox, Mando Dad Stacker. We got Rooster. Got a lot of good folks here in the chat tonight. Why am I saying dollar so often? The drinking? Yeah, I think you probably figured it out by now, but that's funny, man. The cleanest shirt in your dirty laundry. That is true, HD Dyna Lowrider. That is a very good way of looking at it. Mando says, any chance of seeing one of you North American YouTubers doing a vlog at the Perth Mint? Mando, I'd love to fly there. Western Australia is open for business, right? Can you fly into Western Australia these days? I know you can't, some parts of Australia, unfortunately, are like, locked down. God forbid you step out to, smoke a cigarette. So I've seen some things on the news coming out of Australia that are a bit scary, to be honest. You sold all your silver, Sean, huh? Hey, man, hopefully you made a profit. Yeah, Dennis, constitutional premiums are getting quite high. Quite high. I'm focused more so on silver rounds right now and the lower premium silver coins. Kevin, I stack sovereign coins. I collect very little right now, but I will get more into the collecting. This is another subject we talked about earlier in the stream. This is for Kevin Sullivan. Welcome, buddy. Thank you for the question. I'm more into a stacking phase at this point in my life. I still have some goals to fulfill. I haven't quite hit those goals yet. I'm working toward them. But I'm doing so in a way where I'm able to live life and also invest in other asset classes and make some major purchases of things that I need for my house or for my family, and continue to stack. And that's a part of the reason why you see, more fractional gold, and I have 5 ounces here, 10 ounces there, $5 in face here. And that way I can, purchase a little bit each paycheck, and also make more content for the channel, right? Hopefully that all adds up. But also, it's hard to save for some of the bigger purchases right now with my budget, and trying to, fund 401k IRA, kids' college accounts. Like I said, my son just got braces. That was $3,700, not including, some of the treatments and stuff like that. So, shit's it's expensive. Life's expensive. Have you bought groceries lately? You catch my drift. It's getting harder to stack, isn't it? It is getting harder to stack, but I'm sticking with it. All right, guys, it is 8:45. We're going to go ahead and do 5 more minutes here. My voice is getting pretty ragged. So we've got Caprice Metals Reviews. Hello, new stacker here. Do you believe that Geiger bars are good for stacking? If not, why? I think Geiger bars are very well known. Caprice, they kind of come with a bit of a premium over spot, more so than some of the other bars out there, and that is due to their collectability factor. So I wouldn't go too heavy on Geigers as the base of your stack. I think you could probably save anywhere between $20 to $50 even, depending on the Geiger bar. Buying something generic like Sunshine Minting is a great example. Even gold stackers like 2 is 1. They can see some value in the Sunshine Mint 10-ounce silver bar, because you're getting a premium silver bar at a lower premium over spot, right? And with security features. So those are ones that I would consider. I also like, obviously, the RCM when you can get it at a good price, the Royal Canadian Mint, Sovereign Bar, and the Britannia. And I have both of those. Those are both over here. But yeah, Geigers are real nice bars. Don't get me wrong. I just I don't think I would concentrate on stacking them due to their premium over spot. Dennis, I hear you, buddy, man. We're praying for you down in Australia. I think you're coming from Australia, Dennis. I believe you are. Very sorry, buddy. Very, very, very sorry. Yeah, HVAC, you got a good method too, man. I know you're OCD. Try again. That's right. That is 100% right. 225 for a 10th ounce gold. For an eagle, I would pay 225 for an eagle. That might be a little higher than I could, get it for locally. Might be able to get it for like 215, somewhere in that range. If you want to buy like a foreign 10th ounce gold coin like the Britannia or the Philharmonic, which are, 4/9's fine, 24 karat gold, beautiful little 10th ounce gold coins, easy to sell, very easy to sell. Maple leafs even. Maples do come with a higher premium, but something like Britannia, Philharmonic ashes, you're going to save a little bit on your premium there. But I do understand your potential desire to have the Eagles here in the U.S. I'm the same way. Yeah. Thanks, Mendo Dad. Your time was 2006 to 2010. Yeah, in 2012 was when I was with the Aussies. That was when I was with NATO. So my first deployment over there was with what's called FORCECOM, or standard military operation. Close with the enemy, meet them in battle, and destroy them was kind of the concept of the first deployment. But when I went over with NATO, it was Build Back Better, except Build Back Better Afghanistan style, and you all see how it ended. So very disappointing. It was heart-wrenching to watch. It was actually quite heartbreaking, to be honest with you. Thank you, guys. I appreciate you all for being here. Once again, thank you for hitting the like button. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for Freedom Stacker for $10, man. Thank you for supporting the stream and the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. Thanks for the donation, Freedom Stacker. Keep stacking, guys. I am going to get that Britannia video out for you tomorrow. We'll do this, the 5 ounce silver Britannias. We'll talk a little bit more about Black Friday in tomorrow's video. And we'll also, just kind of discuss some of the movements in the market today that we saw. So check that out tomorrow. I will release that video. It will drop at 6 p.m. Okay, so tomorrow, 6 p.m. And that's it for now. Thanksgiving's Thursday and Friday. So stay tuned to the channel. I'll post a community update and let you guys know what we got working. Look for some changes coming up on the channel. So real quick before we jump off, for those of you guys that care to hear this and stick around, I will be updating just kind of the way the channel looks and feels. I'm going to be doing some cleaning over the housekeeping over the next 2 weeks of the channel. Also going to be preparing some thumbnails. You'll see some little bit new thumbnails. I've been working on improving the quality of the thumbnails over the last couple of months, and so we'll get more, attractive thumbnails. We're also going to start doing a few more interviews. Okay, we'll start doing some more interviews. 2 is 1's a great example of someone who does great interviews. Yankee Stacking. We'll do some interviews both via Skype and at some coin shops and coin shows. So I'm really looking forward to 2022, but we do have some stacking to do. Good luck, guys. Black Friday. Definitely log on to AppMax's website before that morning so you get all the details. And I appreciate y'all being here. Thanks again. God bless. Have a great night, everyone. And we'll see you soon on another video.